What do you make of the world of evidence-based lifting, science-based stuff at the moment?
I think there's people who are gimmicky about it and make it a thing because they know it's like, because an older person or an older guy who works out is going to stick to the basics that he know worked for him, which is, sweet. But, it's going to be harder for him to accept new ideas. So for a younger guy, it's kind of this like clout mentality of like, oh, I'm on the new wave train. But some of it's a little silly. I don't think all of it is. So I would never, the point isn't exactly what they're doing, but a lot of the idea behind it, and it's kind of its own subculture, it's very like it's a weird elitism because it's not like it's Chris Bumstead saying like, this is and like their whole thing is, this is right, you are wrong. And like, that sucks. That's not cool. And that's not even true because there's so many people that get so many different results doing so many different things. Like the idea that they're following is, if I'm not perfect, then there's no point. And it's getting back to like the conditioning of preschool, middle school, high school, college. I want to get a degree so I know I can get a job. I want to know it's going to work. And that's the demand of being able to explain it with studies because, going into the gym at all is kind of uncomfortable for the non-beginner, of any age, where you've never worked out before. It's always like, oh, what are people going to watch me working out? I've never done it. I'm uncomfortable because I've never actually gotten experience doing it. Like, do I need to get one of my buddies who works out to bring me to kind of coach me? Well, then they're going to know that he's coached. Like it's something where it does have an inflated kind of situation. You don't get nervous about going into a freaking Starbucks, but the gym is a little different because it has that physicality. So for them to, just think like, okay, this is actually the solution because this is perfect and this will work. It's a snake oil of an idea instead of a product. Because
what do you mean there?
Because the convincing point is that if you do it just like how we're saying to do it, we can guarantee that it will work for you. When really, I think the best guys who work out and lift, just what you call the best lifters, would be the ones who actually, get their hands on their own wheel and learn it for themselves, and then they get a deeper understanding. Because I could read a book about like, let's say for some reason I was raised in captivity, and I read a book that was like how to act normal. As much as I could read it, it would never translate to actually being a regular guy because you have to like do these things to learn them. Like it's a different kind of experience because the working out isn't something you can just say on paper. You have to actually become experienced from doing it, and then you'll be different in the future. So to say like, and even just to say something so blatantly, at least what I would consider at least ill-advised of this is the perfect way to do anything. That's not true, man. Like you're just saying that.
How much of it do you think is like uncertainty reduction?
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I think in a way it's a little bit bringing it down, like I talked about, either raising to the bar or like kind of coddling yourself and making it seem like less of a thing. If you bring it and you get serious, you say, okay, the gym is full of guys who really get serious. I'm going to do it and I'm going. Or I'm going to do these things which people said is the perfect way to do it. And it's not, you don't have to go that hard or you don't have to do that much. Like things like that, I feel is a lowering of the difficulty, but it's argued as an improvement of the efficiency. But for me, I'm looking at that as though like, do you hate working out? Like if you hate working out, then you want a routine where it's like one set a day. Like the ideal, well, I guess the ideal would be 0 sets. Like in their world, it's, I wish there was a pill, like a real, where it's, you never have to work out again. And this is where my bias could come in because it's not an objective, like I'm just adding to a conversation. Like I can't say anything completely objective, but from my perspective, like I like it in the gym. If a workout if I could do 20 sets and that was actually like pretty efficient and it worked, that's what I would do. But it's not because that's like, I'm not chasing a maximum efficiency in a way. I'm half chasing like maximum enjoyment because I like to be in the gym.
Yeah, I think that's a good. Well, you've said yourself, you went from 25 sets, reduce that down because you were more efficient. That you some could say you're updating your worldview. You have accumulated some evidence that has now changed and informed the way that you're going to show up in the gym. But I think there's definitely an argument to be made that we are not equations, and I guess the slight addition to what you've said there is the assumption there is a science-based approach to lifting or an evidence-based approach to lifting causes a less enjoyable sort of routine. But some people may go in and say, like, just imagine for a second that the evidence-based routine happened to be more fun. I don't know how or why or whatever.
If for me it clicked as more fun, I'd have to do it.
Yes, then you'd be like, oh wow, I've got both things. I've got both efficiency and I've got enjoyment coming through both. But yeah, if you're, like, dude, I say it again, the era in which I sort of came up learning about lifting, is it 5-3-1? Is it 5x5? Is it German volume training? Is it drop sets? Is it rest pause? Is it Myo sets? Is it Myo, like, there's so many. And ultimately, when you look across what most people's points of failure are for the normal lifter, for 99% of people that are going to the gym, which is still only like 3% of the population or something. So it's a tiny amount of a tiny amount. The point of failure is compliance. And the reason for the failure in compliance is typically motivation and enjoyment. Before we continue, you are probably not eating enough fruit and vegetables, and you know it, and this is going to help. Good news, AG1 just released their next-gen formula. It is a more advanced, clinically backed version of the product that I've been drinking every day for years. So you still get the same one-scoop ritual, but now with an even more thoughtful formulation, flavor, and 4 clinical trials behind it. AG1 has been evolving since 2010, continuously improving alongside the latest research, and AG1 Next Gen is the result, clinically shown to help fill common nutrient gaps and support gut health, even in people who already eat well. In one study, it boosted healthy bacteria in the gut by 10 times. And if you're still unsure, they've got a 90-day money-back guarantee, so you can buy it and try it for 3 months. And if you don't like it, they'll give you your money back. Right now, you can get a year's free supply of vitamin D3, K2, and 5 free AG1 travel packs, plus the 90-day money-back guarantee by going to the link in the description below or heading to drinkag1.com/modernwisdom. That's drinkag1.com/modernwisdom. Thank you very much for tuning in. Ooh, a tasty morsel of a conversation for you there. Well, full meal available right here. Go on. Press it.